Welcome to the Logan County Athletics Show, your all-access pass to everything happening in Logan County Athletics. Hosted by Coach Adler and Coach Frick, we're bringing you weekly rundowns, game updates, scores, and exclusive interviews with the players and coaches that make it all happen. From the field to the court and everything in between. If it's Logan County Athletics, we've got it covered. Don't miss the action. Let's get to it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Logan County Athletics Podcast. I'm Todd Adler. I'm alongside co-host Josh Frick, and we're here to bring you anything and everything about Logan County Athletics. Coach Frick, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, not much, man. Just enjoying the Labor Day weekend. Had a chance to go home. Little man's turning 5 here next week, so we had a couple birthday parties this weekend, and it was good to get back, spend some time on the lake and with some family. But I think you and I probably both needed a day off also, kind of rest up after the busy couple weeks we've had.
For sure. And let's talk about those busy weeks. We had another busy week last week with our middle school and high school sports. I'll start with a recap of middle school softball. They moved to 3-0 in district play as they traveled to Franklin Simpson and beat the Lady Wildcats 15-3 on Thursday night. 15-3. They will and then they traveled to Bowling Green to take on Drakes Creek Thursday night and fell 10-0. They will travel to Russellville this week on Thursday night to take on Russellville in that much-needed district matchup as they're about halfway through the season here.
Yeah, absolutely. Middle school boys soccer had one game this past week. Played Franklin Simpson on Monday night, fell 6-2 in that game. But they're right back at it this week with a couple games. They are on the road to St. Joseph on Tuesday night, and then another big district game on Thursday night over at Todd County.
Yep, middle school girls soccer. They also played Franklin on Monday night and defeated the Lady Wildcats 5-4. They followed that win up with a 7-2 win over St. Joseph on Thursday night. They'll be at Todd County this Thursday night for another district matchup.
Moving on to middle school football, our middle school football team hosted Tree County back on Thursday night, and our 8th graders came away with a big win, 28-14 in that matchup. And they'll be right back at home this week as they play Christian County here at Cougar Field on Thursday night.
Yeah. Jumping into high school sports, first up, our high school volleyball team. The Lady Cougars picked up their first win of the season Tuesday night as they beat Russellville 3-0. Ashley McIntosh led the way with 8 kills. Kaylee Rye led the Lady Cougars with 11 assists. Another impressive stat was Brianna Higgins had 11 aces in that match. Over the weekend, the volleyball team traveled to Owensboro to compete in the Apollo Shootout. They finished 6th place out of 32 teams with wins over Madisonville, Breckenridge County, Tates Creek, Central Hardin. They now have a record of 5-5 as they prepare for a big district matchup tomorrow night right here on campus against Franklin Simpson.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. 7 games in 1 week. Coach Lyon getting after it this week. High school football, big night Friday night here at Cougar Field as the Cougars picked up a big 33-16 win over the 6A school, McCracken County Mustangs. Quarterback Luke Rogers had a big night. He was 20 of 25 passing for 210 yards. Isaac Christian had the lone passing touchdown, a little trickeration there, Coach. Little wide receiver pass. Christian Helly, another big night on the ground, had 3 touchdowns again on the ground. Tyshawn led us in receiving. 7 catches, 102 yards, and the defense was just outstanding all night. Carson Carlock, Damani Goodlow led the team in tackles on Friday. Isaac Christian, once again, another name coming back up, had a big interception. Caden Kirby, the Golden Foot, another great night, 4 for 4 on PATs, 1 for 1 on field goals. How long was that field goal, Coach? Do you remember?
I can't remember. I know at one time we was going to let him try a 47-yarder, and we decided against it. But I'd say it's probably around 30, 32 yards, give or take, maybe. I can't remember exactly.
And it came at a big time, that's for sure. Yeah. So the Cougars moved to 2-0 on the season, and they will prepare this week for the Clash of the Cats on Friday night.
For sure. Jump into high school soccer. The Lady Cougars moved on with a 2-0 record in the district as they defeated Russellville 5-0 last week. They have not been scored on inside the district this far. They beat Todd County 2-0 the week before. 5 different Lady Cougars scored on that night. On Saturday, the Lady Cougars hosted Christian County in a makeup game, and the game finished in a tie, 1-1. the Lady Cougars will host Franklin Simpson Tuesday night and South Warren on Saturday.
Yeah, another big week for the Lady Cougars. On the boys' side of soccer, they lost a heartbreaker to Russellville on Tuesday night as they fell 1-0 in that matchup, dropping them to 0-2 in the district. And then on Thursday night, they hosted Muhlenberg County. Really close game throughout. It was 1-0 early, and a defensive injury kind of set us back a little bit. They ended up falling 3-0. But they will be back at home this week as they host Franklin Simpson on Tuesday and Allen County on Thursday. And I believe the game on Thursday may be senior night for the
senior night. That's right, Coach. Senior night on Thursday for the boys. Jumping into cross country, there's no events this past week, but they will participate in the Panther Relay event at Davies County on Saturday. And that should wrap it up there for cross country. If you'll tell us about golf real quick, Coach.
Yeah, golf. I mean, they had a busy week. They went to Elkton on Monday, took on Todd County, and they walked away with a victory, 167-183. Davis Schweitzer led the way. He shot a 40 in that event. And then on Thursday, they hosted their first home match of the season. Really, really tight match there with Franklin. The Cougars actually fell by one stroke, and that could be a chip, a putt, anything right there. One stroke was all the difference in that matchup. Davis Schweitzer, again, was our leader. He shot a 37. Riley Shepard shot a 39. Then on Saturday, there was a huge tournament over in Bowling Green at Crosswinds. Excuse me. And they finished 6th out of 19 teams in that event. And Davis Schweitzer and Riley Shepard both shot a 75 to lead the Cougars. So another busy week for our golf team.
Yep, and this will be the final prep week, so to say, before they go to the 2A state. So, stay sharp there and looking to compete well in the 2A state. So last but not least, we got our Dairy Queen Athletes of the Week. And we'll bring them on in just a second, but I want to take a second to introduce them. We have Maliq Ford, junior football player, and Emily McIntosh, a junior volleyball player for this week's Dairy Queen Players of the Week. And Maliq recorded 6 tackles on Friday night and helped anchor the offensive line, which led to about 337 total yards from scrimmage. Emily was monumental this week as the Lady Cougars went 5-2 on the week, including picking up a big district win over Russellville. So, Maliq, talk to us about the game on Friday night and how it felt to pick up the big win versus McCracken County.
It felt really good to pick up the win, especially since everyone wasn't expecting us to beat them since they're in 6A. But it felt really good. It felt good to become a team and play together and beat them.
For sure.
Yeah, Emily, what about you guys? You had a big, busy week, 7 games this week, and was able to come out and win 5 of those. So tell us a little bit about the week that you all had and maybe something that you learned about your team this week.
This week, I think we all just showed dedication. We're all tired. We just had to keep pushing and really just work together in some of those games because we went up against some really good teams.
Yeah. Maliq, big week, Clash of the Cats this week in the football world. What are you looking forward to the most about this game?
I'm just looking forward to just keeping our undefeated streak going, winning 3-0. Just going out there and doing what we do, not trying to force anything and do anything stupid or stuff like that.
Yeah. So Emily, what about you guys? I mean, what would a win against Franklin Simpson on Tuesday night, moving you guys to 2-0 in the district, what would that mean to you and your volleyball team?
Of course, it'll be very special. We haven't really lost a district game in a while, so we like to try to win all of those just to keep the streak going.
Emily, I'm gonna give you a fact.
Okay.
We haven't lost a district volleyball game probably since before you were born. I don't know. I think it's. I want to say it's 21 years or 22 years in a row or something crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has been quite some time. But go get it done Tuesday. So Maliq and Emily, we're gonna play a game real quick called the Cougar 120. No time to think. I'm gonna give you 2 choices. You spit off what comes to your mind first. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. So Emily, will start with you and then followed by Maliq. Okay. Here we go. So go-to pregame meal. Go.
I don't know, grilled chicken.
Okay. Maliq?
Pasta.
Pasta. All right. Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Nike.
Okay. Favorite teacher at LCHS?
Mr. Creech.
Mr. Creech.
Miss Lawson.
Miss Lawson. Okay. If you weren't playing your sport, what sport would you play?
Tennis.
Tennis. Oh, wow.
I'd say basketball.
Basketball. Okay. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Dogs. All right. Favorite class in school?
Probably ag class.
Ag, because y'all do nothing, but
Yeah.
that's beside the point. Go ahead, Maliq.
I'd say my weightlifting class. I enjoy that one.
Weightlifting class. Okay. Who would win in a team talent show? Volleyball or football? Go.
Volleyball.
Volleyball. Maliq? Football? All right. Football. All right. Win a game by 1 point or a blowout by 20?
1 point.
Blowout by 20.
Blowout by 20. Bus rides. Nap or talk the whole way?
Talk the whole way.
Talk the whole way.
Who's the most competitive coach?
Coach Lon.
Okay.
Coach Reno.
Coach Reno. Favorite athlete of all time?
I don't know.
You don't know who your favorite athlete of all time is?
No, I don't have one. I like them all.
Oh, jeez.
Wow,
Maliq?
for office.
I like Kobe Bryant.
Kobe. All right. Well, guys, congratulations again on your award for being Dairy Queen Player of the Week this week. Make sure you come by and see me. I got some Dairy Queen gift cards and certificates for you guys to go pick you up some ice cream and some blizzards one night. But keep doing what you're doing for our programs and keep leading the way for our teams. And good luck this week as there's some good competition going on. Coach Rick, got anything?
That's it.
All
Congratulations.
right. Yep. We'll take a break and be right back.
From the field to the finish line. From the dugout to the court, we've got it all. This is the Logan County Athletics Podcast, your weekly pass to everything Logan County sports. Listen on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you stream. New episodes every week. Logan County Athletics. If you're not listening, you're missing the action.
All right, welcome back to the show, and we're glad to have our new head softball coach, Coach Philip McKinney, come on the show. Coach, tell us a little bit about your coaching background and kind of what brought you here.
My coaching background, well, it's kind of long. It's about close to 30 years ago. Coach,
give us a summed up version here.
Summed up version. I coached girls for almost 30 years, and I have no idea what I'm doing. That's it. You definitely can make a woman or a young lady do what they don't want to do. So there's times that at my practices, I just ask them. I said, "What do y'all want to do?" Because what I want to do, they are not in the mood. They've had a bad day at school, or mom and dad's got on their nerves, or something like that. So I've learned that over the years. Just to kind of, what do y'all want to do today?
Gotcha.
Maybe some advice I need to use when I get home.
To all of us, right? To all of us, not just girls.
Exactly.
Kimberly, if you're watching, I love you. So what about Logan County? What made Logan County a fit for you right now at this point in your career?
After leaving East and going down to Andrew College down in Georgia, I didn't know if I'd coach high school ball again. I didn't know if I'd be back in the 4th region or even in the state of Kentucky. Coming back and working a little bit, and Coach Adler reached out to me, and I appreciate a whole lot. Everything he's done for the football program and all of athletics. Respect him a whole lot, and for him to reach out to me, definitely owed him some time to go down there and talk and see the facility. And but being back in the 4th region and Logan County in general, they remind me a lot of Warren East, some good old country folks. They really back their school. And, Logan County's had a lot of female athletes over the years, whether it's softball or, of course, volleyball, like you talked about. They haven't lost a district since I was like 30 years old, and now I'm 52. a district game, and girls basketball. So they've always had some talent, and just the support, honestly, from the school and from the whole Logan County community was a big push for me.
Gotcha. So, Coach, tell us a little bit. I know you got down here and kind of got to meet the parents and meet the players some on kind of a meet and greet, but describe to us, your coaching style and how you approach coaching a game of softball.
Again, I don't know. I coach girls. I don't know. Because every time you make a plan, they're going to decide to do what they want to anyway. No, I try to be aggressive, and I know a lot of coaches will say that. Well, we play aggressive. Well, we play aggressive, or I like to play aggressive offensively, but I also like to play aggressive defensively. And you don't hear that a lot when it comes to softball and baseball. Playing aggressive defense. I don't want the kids to feel like they can't make a mistake because they're playing a sport that they're going to fail at. Hitting wise, you can fail 70% of the time, or even 60% of the time, and you're still in the batting lineup. So they're playing a game of failure. I just don't want them to feel like or be afraid to fail. And the other thing is, and this just, sorry, I'm outside on the balcony if you hear all this traffic. But another thing is that I've learned over the years, you can coach and you can go through drills and you can go through situations and whatever else. It's trying to get the girls to see the game the way you see it, except you're on the sideline. And if I can get them to see the way that I see the game, or we're all seeing the game roughly, the same way, then I feel like we can be aggressive.
Yeah, for sure. And you've been on the job about a month now, and kind of maybe got a feel for the girls that are coming back, and you had the meet and greet, but kind of outline for us a little bit what your vision is for the Lady Cougar softball program moving forward.
Well, the first thing is to win the Section 2A. The very first year was of the 2A was, I believe, in 2022, and we were the only school that wanted to play in the 2A in the Section 2 when I was at Warren East. Now there's been more interest. I think it's very important, but that's the first goal is, by the way, we play Warren East the very first game of the Section 2A. So that's the first big goal. Then there's another goal of spring break, a nice bonding trip to get out of town, play some teams that don't know us and we don't know them. Then after that, you're getting into district. But one of the main goals is to win that first game of district. District championships are great. Love to have them. But that first game of district is big because that ends your season. So to me, that first game of district is a major goal to get through that and then get on to the district championship game and move on to Western for the region.
Gotcha. Coach, you've coached a whole long time, and what is one of your, or what is a skill or even a mindset that you hope every player that you've coached leaves your program with?
That they don't feel like they can't do something. I've talked to the girls before, and there's a lot of people in this world, they want to knock you down, especially when things are going well in your life. And if I can help them be a little bit stronger mentally, and not second guess themselves. I feel like sometimes over the years of coaching girls, guys, we give ourselves sometimes way too much credit. Especially in sports, girls don't give themselves enough credit. They're always second guessing themselves. So if I can help them that way, and then that will lead on to when things really get important after high school with their adult life. But just to help them, just become stronger mentally.
Yeah, it's such an important aspect of the game in all sports is that mental mindset. We have a lot of followers here on this podcast. I mean, the hundreds of thousands that listen in every week. So this is your first opportunity to kind of give a message to the fans. So what would that message be to the fans as you begin this new chapter here in our Lady Cougar Softball program?
You need to get to the softball field because you're going to see something very exciting. You might see something a little bit different, and it's going to be a little intense. So you need to get to the softball field early, get your seat. If not, bring you a chair, put it in left field, and let's get ready to watch some softball.
I love it.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm excited, Coach, and I know you're itching to get started with some some open field stuff here in the fall, and as middle school kind of ends and that kind of stuff. So I'm excited to see you working. I know just talking to some of the girls around school and their parents, they're excited about it too. So looking forward to seeing what you can do. And we're always here to help in any way. So just come see us anytime you need some help. But good luck and go do what you've been doing for 30 years, man. And you've had a lot of success. So we're not going to tell you nothing you don't know for sure.
Well, I appreciate that a lot, and I am excited. I think this podcast is really cool. I've already watched the 2 or 3 that you've had so far this year. When I saw it, I was like, man, this is really cool. I mean, you're giving information about middle school volleyball, middle school softball, middle school cheerleading. I mean, how cool is that each week? And you're giving everybody here's what's going on for this week, guys. I think that's an awesome job, and I'm just really excited to be on here, and I can't wait to get going.
We appreciate you, Coach. And we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. We got a special guest surprise for you guys coming up next.
From the field to the finish line. From the dugout to the court, we've got it all. This is the Logan County Athletics Podcast, your weekly pass to everything Logan County sports. Listen on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you stream. New episodes every week. Logan County Athletics. If you're not listening, you're missing the action.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show as we have a special guest with us this week, a surprise guest, and very thankful that Coach Mikie Benton was willing to come on the podcast with us, head coach of the Russellville Panthers, Mikie Benton, and then Coach Adler is going to kind of slide over into a different role for a few minutes as we preview the Clash of the Cats coming up this Friday night, 7 o'clock at Ray Stadium here in town. So, Coach Benton, welcome to the show. And
appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, this is very unique, and I'll be honest, I kind of had the idea for about 2 days to have you on. I thought there's no way that he's going to agree to do this. So we really appreciate you coming on as we kind of
he must not know you like I know you, Mikie. Any chance this dude's gonna get to talk it, he's gonna be there. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's gonna be fun, Mikie. I appreciate you coming on, man. Hey, before we jump in, Mikie, I want to ask you a couple questions just for our fans' sake. Of course, we're going to be promoting this podcast of trying to get a great crowd there for you guys Friday night at Ray Stadium. The atmosphere is crazy there, but we haven't been there for a Friday night game since your changes at the stadium. Tell us a little bit about those changes at the stadium and kind of what to look for there.
As far as entrance, all 3 gates that people are normally used to coming in, they will still be there. The gate down by the scoreboard. For anyone handicap accessible, they'll need to enter in the gate away from the scoreboard. Also, we've added several different sections for handicap seating as well. So whenever you come in from that gate away from the scoreboard, there'll be a sidewalk. There'll be wheelchair accessible to be able to get anyone in who needs to, take that route. We also have a section of a bunch of open seating with some seats. I think there's about 6 to 8 seats there to where, if there is anyone with a wheelchair, there's a spot for them to sit, and of course, family members can sit with them as well. Probably the biggest change that most people notice, they're redoing our wall, and of course, now we have a middle gate to where the team can come in. Usually now that's where we have changed up where we enter once we come into play. But that's basically it. Just the main changes that we had is just from a gate standpoint, but nothing different as far as from a fan aspect aside from our new handicap seating, so everyone is still enter in just like what we had before.
Yeah. And Mikie, one more question and we can dive into the good stuff. You guys, if I remember seeing, maybe talking to Ryan about it early, you guys went strictly Go Fan ticketing wise, right?
That is correct. So yeah,
Okay.
which of course I know y'all been on it for a little while now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we finally joined on as well. So of course the moment that we get that link, we'll send it out. I'll be sure to send it to you as well. That way you can all put it out to friends and family and everything for everybody planning to come to the game.
Yep. Sounds good. All right, Coach Frick, it's yours, man.
All right. Hey, I've been here for about 3-4 years now and just kind of a newbie to this Russellville Logan County rivalry. So Coach Benton, what makes this rivalry so special compared to some other rivalries that you've been a part of? And Todd, you can answer that as well.
I mean, you just got everybody in it who's close knit. Most of these people involved in it literally, grew up with each other. Maybe at one point may have went to school with each other, may have played together in junior pro at some point. And I guess going back probably to when, myself and Coach Adler was in the mix of it. You had the junior pro league, Russellville and Logan County kids literally played together. So once it got to middle school and everything, then of course you kind of went your separate ways. And of course you get to high school and now it's like, this is a guy that I used to play ball with. So now I got to battle against him. So, you go from friends kind of talking crazy to each other, out in the backyard. Now it gets for real, on a Friday night, whether it be on a basketball court, or on the football field. So, it's just people in close knit and everything. And, it's just an opportunity to go out and just, bragging rights for the town, so to say.
Yeah, I would have to piggyback off that. What makes this rivalry special compared to any other rivalry that we may have is it's kind of like he said, when I played, we had the trade school was at Russellville. So like I took a trade school class at Russellville just so I had an opportunity to go over and talk to those guys that play football, but the talk and the atmosphere leading up to the game was awesome. And then after the game, hey, it's all handshakes and hugs and fist bumps and, whatever. But there you go. You still got that chip that you can carry the rest of the year. Like, hey, we won the football game or we won the basketball game or whatever. But now that rivalry, like there's still some talking that I see from the kids for sure. But it's more, man, they're hanging out at Sonic after the game it's kind of crazy, but the rivalry still exists. And it's the older folks like me and Mikie and even the ones that played before us who kind of take the rivalry really, really serious for sure.
Yeah, that was unique. When I first came to Logan County and I saw some kids I didn't recognize sitting in our student section.
Yeah.
And come to find out those were Russellville kids, and you'd go to a Russellville game and you'd see our kids in their student section. So it's unique. I came from the Mayfield-Graves County rivalry and it's nothing like that. So it's definitely a special rivalry for sure. So Todd, what's your most favorite memory in this rivalry? Player, coach, or fan?
Man, probably my favorite memory from the clash is 2017. That was our kind of first good year after the bad years of Logan County football, and Ray Stadium's atmosphere was something I'll never forget. I got pictures of it in my office. It was so loud, it was intense, and I go to Taco Bell after the game. And the people who work in the drive-thru at Taco Bell was like, man, we heard the stadium from here. So probably that atmosphere of that night is probably something that I will always remember about the Clash of the Cats.
Mikie?
I understand what Todd's talking about. That wasn't a good memory for me. We lost. For me, mine probably goes back to a player. And which Todd kind of already spoke to. We were a little bit more mean back in the day than what they are now.
For sure.
So my senior year, right before the clash, there was a few players from Logan who came over and kind of spray painted all over on our field and everything, kind of trashed it a little bit. So, once we caught word about that, it kind of added a little extra motivation. So, we came out and handled business, pretty well. So, that was kind of reassuring to be able to come out and handle business like what we did after that. So, yeah, that's probably my favorite memory.
All right, let's get into some good stuff. Mikie, what's one thing that you admire about Logan County football, about this year's team?
Let's see. Overall, with the football team, just to be able to kind of battle through the adversity there for a while, of being winless and to kind of turn Logan County football into a household name, gotta, of course, give respect for that for sure. With this year's team, they've definitely kind of already in the first two games, I would say y'all probably were underdogs and probably both of them going in. So, to kind of come out on top to, end a winning streak that Hart County had and then to go in beat a 6A team, you definitely have to salute to both of those games as well for sure.
Yeah, what about you, Todd?
Oh, man, the thing I most admire about that program as a whole is their tradition. It's something that we lack here as far as Logan County football goes. I just don't think we've been around long enough to really have it or have the success long enough to really have it like they do. I mean, dude, they got some OG guys that's got Russellville tattoos, man. I mean, and they're great guys, but just that diehard tradition of Russellville football that we're lacking here for sure. Thing about this year's team is, man, I like you said, hey, with those kids, we see them at Sonic or we see them in the student section, and they may talk their stuff, which as well as they should, but they're respectful. They're great human beings and young men, and there's a lot of mutual respect between the guys. Like I said, Mikie alluded to it a while ago. 20 years ago, it was a whole lot meaner than it was now. There was some things going on that we may talk about later on the show. I don't know, but it's not as nice as it is in today's time, for sure.
Tyler Meacham, a former Russellville grad, teacher here at the high school now, he has filled me in on some of the things that happened 20 plus years ago.
Oh yeah,
that's for sure. And we just won't repeat those things on air. So after the game Friday night, Todd, what do you hope people say about your team? Because this may be the first chance a lot of people have to see you guys play. So what do you want them to walk away thinking or saying about your team?
Man, that they're continuing to improve. Hopefully, this is preseason game number 3 as we look at it, and that when adversity hits, that we find a way to fight through that adversity and answer it in the right way. And I thought we did a really, really good job of that last Friday night when it all started breaking loose. But when adversity hits, we find a way to persevere and kind of be that team that finds a way to move on from it.
Yeah, for sure. Coach Benton?
For me, again, like what Todd said, definitely seeing a team that is improving. But for me, just for them to come away seeing the fight that our guys have. Of course, we're being a Class A team. Not a lot of guys are getting breaks and everything, but, to show up like what they do for the entire game, probably battling somebody who's only going one way on the field and still seeing them compete, for me, is just something that I hope people are able to see and understand, how hard of a job that is for them.
So, well, just rivalries in general, but any game, the fans can be crazy sometimes. So I want you to think about the funniest thing an opposing fan has ever yelled at you during a game. Anything that stands out, anything that
I don't have a beat button on this podcast, Coach, so I can't say it live. But it came in this game, in this game that's about to happen this week. Russellville, the old faithful, the OGs that we're talking about, they stand on the wall back there behind our sidelines. And I'm going to share a story. I've told Mikie this before, and I don't know if he remembers it, but in 2021, we go there, and of course, that's the year that Russellville goes to the state championship in Class A, and we end up going to the state semifinals in Class 4A, and Russell ends up beating us. Really, it was a back and forth game. We lost a running back. Play 3. So it was an uphill battle all night long. But Russellville, some of Russellville's OGs, and I won't call them out because they know who they are, but they're standing on the wall, and some of our kids, which were freshmen and sophomores, playing in this high profile game, so to say. Hey, these dudes on the wall was yelling some things at these kids, and these kids were scared to death. Like, they come up to me and was like, do you hear what this guy's calling me, coach, or what he's yelling at me? And I said, hey, do this. I said, turn around. And I looked right at him, and I gave it right back to him, and which they all started laughing and blah, 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 blah. But some of those things are probably the funniest. And I can't air those out on the podcast. They got some pretty good language in them.
Oh, man.
Patrick Temple's one of those guys, by the way. I hope I see him Friday night.
Oh, man. For me, man, I don't know if I got one off top of my head that's just like stands out to me. For mine, I don't know if mine come during the game. Mine, a matter of fact, I'll give you one. Mine usually come after the game, in this game as well. Let's see. Courtney Delaney is the one who has been very good because, of course, as y'all know, my daughter goes to a Durable. And after every game, me and Jack, we've been close for a long time. Jack used to come and watch me play football at UK and everything. So she would always make it a point to take the picture and then, of course, post the picture on social media and to love to tag me in it. And then, of course, have some very fun language in it that, of course, is in support of Logan County. So, that was always probably the one person for me that kind of made it not necessarily tough. And it was always fun because, of course, me and her, we go back and forth 24/7. But she's one that that has got me the most to where I don't have much to say back. And that don't happen too often.
Okay, so between the two of you, who is more likely to get flagged for sideline behavior?
Todd, easily, no question.
Oh my gosh.
No question.
Well,
no question.
The reason that Mikey's not going to get flagged for sideline behavior because he's usually got his guns out and the referees are scared. They don't want to say nothing to him. So he's out there in a sleeveless shirt.
You gotta use your resources. I don't know what that's doing.
Oh man, that's funny stuff.
What about a 40-yard dash right now? You two guys, right before the game, who wins the 40?
Todd, easily. Answer that again, Mikey. Todd, easily. I'm driving my truck. My truck.
And he probably still gonna lose if we being honest.
Oh man, that's funny.
All right, last question. And Coach, once again, I really appreciate you coming on. But if you could if we had a bet, kind of had a wager for this game Friday night, if you could make the losing coach sing karaoke at the next pep rally, what song would you pick? I'll start with Coach Adler.
Oh, Mikey, I had to bring the coach's radio show into this one. Taylor Swift. I hope JB listens to this podcast because he's going to get a kick out of this. Taylor Swift, "Shake It Off" would be my song for you.
I know a few of those words. I don't know the whole song, but I know a few. Let's see. I would make Todd sing Adele's "Someone Like You."
I'll probably kill that. Just to be honest.
Yeah, you go kill it. All right. Yeah, I guarantee it.
Butchered.
Oh, Lordy. Well, Coach, once again, we greatly appreciate you coming on. We're looking forward to the clash, and fans hope to see you out at Ray Stadium on Friday night, 7:00 kickoff. Go Fan, we'll share that information out this week on our social media pages. But buy your tickets early, both teams. Good luck this week. Coach Benton, we'll see you Friday night.
All right, appreciate it.
Yep, appreciate it, Mikey.
From the field to the finish line. From the dugout to the court, we've got it all. This is the Logan County Athletics Podcast, your weekly pass to everything Logan County sports. Listen on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you stream. New episodes every week. Logan County Athletics. If you're not listening, you're missing the action.
Man, Coach, that was fun. It was pretty good. But we're going to jump into the closing remarks here. No fan question this week, but we will dive into concession stand foods next week for the question. So
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I can't either. I don't ever get a chance to eat those normally unless I'm at a basketball game. Football, I never get them. So, but curious to see what that one is and has in store for us. So, Coach, we'll jump into our Pick'em segment. And there's the records. We both went 3-2 last week. Puts me at 7-3 overall, and you're now at 500 at 5-5. So talk to us a little bit about this week's pick'em games.
Yeah, Clemson killed me. I really thought I was going to gain a game on you this week, but LSU on the road at Clemson came away with a big win. The other game that we had opposite of each other was the Hopkinsville-Madisonville game.
Yeah.
And Madisonville put a beat down on
They
Hoptown on Friday night. So, yeah, we both went 3-2. And I got to find a way to get back in this and even that score up with you.
Yeah, so what games you got for us to pick this week?
NFL kicks off this week.
Okay,
so
we're jumping into the big boys.
Yeah, it's becoming really hard to pick these high school games and not make people mad. Let's just be honest. So we're gonna start picking some NFL games and some college games. So right off the bat, first game of the season, I believe on Thursday night is the Cowboys at the Eagles, and I know you're a big Cowboys fan.
Man. Are we putting a spread on it or just straight up? I mean, what are we doing?
Straight up.
Oh, my gosh. Man, I'm going to have to go Cowboys just because I'm a Cowboys fan. Now, maybe Jerry, gives Jalen Hurts COVID or something before the game. I don't know. Maybe he pulls out some stops some kind of way.
Well, maybe he'll make another trade, right before.
Yeah, could happen. Yeah, maybe we can trade for their whole defensive line and so I don't know.
The games at Philly, I've got to go with the EAGLES Eagles, and I'm going to say by a lot. I don't have a lot of faith. I don't have a lot of faith in your Cowboys.
All right, by a lot. I heard that.
Yeah,
I heard that.
Yeah. So
now notice I'm looking at the picks here. Okay, they're next. Dolphins is next. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big Dolphins fan. In case you didn't know, but Dolphins are visiting the Indianapolis Colts. Coach, who you got?
Dude, I mean, I got to go the Dolphins.
Dang right, you do.
Well, I mean, the Colts are playing a 98-year-old quarterback. I mean, jeez, what are we doing here?
I don't know what they're doing in Indy. I know Kelby Epley is a big Colts fan, so we were trying to get tickets at one time to go up there and watch this game. But I don't know. I feel like the Dolphins are going to have a big turnaround year. I think Tua's going to stay healthy. Tyreek is going to quit being a baby. And, maybe we'll have a little better season this year. I'll pick the Dolphins as well. Big time game Sunday night, Coach. I don't even know which way to go on this one. But we've got the Ravens at the Bills.
That's going to be a really good – yeah, it's a good game to start the year with.
Yep.
I'm going to go Ravens, man. I think the Ravens make a lot of noise, which I know they made some noise last year, but I think this may be their year if they can stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean, Lamar Jackson and those guys, super talented. The game is in Buffalo. And Buffalo,
it's not cold. It's not cold yet.
It's not cold yet, but man, Buffalo's a tough place to win now. Those people up there are crazy.
They are.
I'm going to take the Bills.
Coach DJ is a big Bills fan, so their fans are crazy.
That's right. That's right. So I'm going to take the Bills. I like Josh Allen. I like them at home, and I got to make some ground up. So I'm taking the Bills.
Okay.
All right, big time first SEC matchup of the year: the Ole Miss Rebels at the University of Kentucky Wildcats.
Yeah, I'm a UK football fan, but got to go Ole Miss here in the pick'em game, especially straight up.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, it's hotty toddy, right?
That's right.
Down there at Ole Miss, Lane
That's
Kiffin.
Right. Yeah,
he'll get it done for sure. Last one, Michigan, Oklahoma on Saturday.
Man, I don't know much about Oklahoma. I'm probably going to go Michigan.
Okay. Well, my newest assistant coach, Dre Colby, he's a big-time Michigan fan, or some kind of ugly Michigan shirt.
I seen that.
I don't know what he's doing. But I've got to take Boomer Sooner. I'm going to take the Sooners at home. I'll take Oklahoma. I think that'll be a close one, though. I think that may be a top 10 matchup in Oklahoma on Saturday. So I'll take the Sooners.
Yeah, I just realized I took 5 visiting teams this week. So I may be 0-5.
I'm about to take that lead.
Oh me! But let's jump into the week ahead here on campus and off campus. Of course, everybody enjoyed the Labor Day with no games. Tuesday night, we have boys and girls soccer here, big matchup in the district. Volleyball against Franklin as well, big matchup in the district. Then you dig into Thursday, pretty busy day. We got middle school football here. We got boys senior night soccer here. So those are some things that you can see here on campus. Friday, of course, will be the Clash of the Cats at Ray Stadium. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. And then Saturday, our cross-country team will be at Davies County. And our boys golf team are in the BGIT there in Bowling Green, getting a final round in before they head to Owensboro and get their practice round in on Sunday for the 2A state.
Yeah, another big week. I think Tuesday night, Franklin Simpson comes to town, in soccer and in volleyball. I think volleyball is a pink out night. And then also our middle school volleyball teams will be here in attendance. So should be a lot of people on campus on Tuesday night. Of course, got the Clash on Friday night. Look forward to that. 2 years ago, I didn't go to Ray Stadium for that matchup. So this time I'll make sure that I'm there. I think I can walk there, actually.
Yeah, you probably can. You're not that far. So you're closer to Ray Stadium than you are the school, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I'm going to walk down there. I'm looking forward to that. My first time at Ray Stadium. And then, and then our golf team getting ready for the 2A, I guess, next week.
Yep, next week. Looking forward to seeing how they can do for sure. But that'll wrap us up for this week. You can listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or iHeartRadio. So, join us next week. And again, you got any fan questions or topics or ideas that you'd like us to discuss, make sure you send them our way. But thanks for hanging out with us. Hit us up on social media or send us your questions. We love hearing from you. For Coach Frick, I'm Todd Adler. We say keep grinding, keep growing, and we'll catch you next time on the Logan County Athletics Podcast.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Logan County Athletics Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to follow, share, and subscribe.